Chapter 9: Questions and War. As a person who was dragged into this world, it hasn't been that bad, other than being forced to start over. I love being here. I can use magic and help people. I could be a teacher for the day, then spend time with the love of my life. In the world that I came from, I was wasting my life, but here I found a reason to live a meaningful life. Today is my birthday and marks a year since the humans returned. This was also the second month that Kolber and I reunited. He's in jail right now for the crimes he committed while under the humans' control. Every morning, I go and visit with him before he speaks with Leah. He was writing down all he could about his crimes. What the humans did to him was evil. They made him set fire to villages at night, kill off livestock, and even sabotage the meds going to clinics. His magic and skills made him the greatest assassin in the land. He could enter into the shadows of anything and vanish. He also had the sprint skill that made him a speedster. He could also sense the feelings of anyone he was looking at. From what he told me, it was like being able to feel a temperature or the change of air pressure. Today I went to visit him right away, and I didn't even get breakfast. I just wanted to tell him about what I was told last night. Jack, we're going to release Kolber into your custody. What you do with your brother after that is up to you. Queen Leah said to me, and I smiled. Now standing here this morning, I felt happy that he is being freed. I saw Dragnar. Hello, old friend, how have you been? I greeted my dragon friend with a strong handshake. He saw me walking up to him and hugged me. Brother, I'm doing great. I hear that Kolber is being let loose, he replied, and I laughed. Yeah, I guess that Lady Leah trusts him enough. I'm not concerned, but I wonder if the humans have another way to control his mind. Did you check any magic curses on him? I asked Dragnar, and he shook his head. No, he's clean, and he ditched all of the equipment they gave him. He's even been showing me his abilities. Dragnar said to me, and we talked about my brother. I felt eyes watching, and Kolber's elf girlfriend appeared behind us. Oh, Celsia, have you come to see Kolber? I asked her, and she nodded. He's getting out today. Have you been all right? You can tell me if those kobolds came back. I told her, and she smiled. Queen Leah's guards have been helping with that. Mr. Hamill, Hunt. I've missed having Kolber around. He was great at helping out with the heavier stuff. She told me, and I smiled as I motioned to the jail cells. The three of us went to visit Kolber as he was just waking up. As he looked to see who was here, Leah and Mayan came down to meet at the cells. Here, let him out, but I have a request of young Kolber. Queen Leah gave me the key to the cell. What do you need me to do, my lady? Kolber asked the queen, and she gave him his paper of freedom. When the time comes for war, will you join the military to help? We are going to need the help of everyone. Jack, I am requesting help from the guilds as well, she said, and I looked at Mayan. I'll join if my brother does, Kolber said to her, and I agreed with him. I will protect my home, my family, and my city. You can count on us to do that. I told Queen Leah, and she nodded as I let Kolber out of his cell. Celsia ran over and hugged Kolber. I smiled, and I went over to Mayan. He's found his reason. I am proud of his conviction to help. He didn't have to. He could have lived a life of peace a bit longer. I said to her, and she agreed. But he's like you. He won't stay still knowing his friends and his brother are fighting alone. We stood there for a moment, and then we went to the lobby of the castle. Queen Leah went to her office, and I stayed with Mayan as Kolber went home. She was in her princess formal dress. You look amazing in that dress, my dear, I said to her, and she smirked. It itches a bit, but it does look good, doesn't it? She said, almost laughing. I smiled. If you need good dresses, I know a great tailor, I told her, and she wondered how I knew a tailor. Then I gave her the name of the shop that did my formal attire for the meeting coming up. A few months ago, Queen Leah told me about a meeting between the kings and queens of this land. I heard that they were going to be countries going to war. As the human armies continue to grow, I went to every shop in the city to find the one across the inn where Kolber stayed. The tailor, an elf woman, made me a suit that rivaled any royal tailor. So I had her make my party members a couple of sets of formal clothing. She almost cried. Then I told her that I would recommend her shop to everyone I knew. So here I am, giving the princess the shop information. She looked at it and went to change. I'm going to let Mother know that I'm going out for the day. She told me as she left. I'll stay right here, I said to her, and she nodded, leaving. Dragnar went off to fulfill his duties. A couple of the maids and butlers walked past, asking me if I needed anything. I declined their offer as I saw Mayan come back out in her regular dress she wore for an outing. Let's go see that tailor, then I want to go visit with Lucy, she told me, and I led her to the shop. She grabbed my arm and we walked right to the tailor. Everyone smiled at us, but I didn't pay attention to that. Then we entered the shop, and the tailor was opening the shop. She saw me first, smiling. "Ah, Mr. Hunt, and who's—" she said, seeing that the princess was with me. She hit the floor, bowing to Mayan. "Princess, what are you doing in my humble little shop?" she asked, and Mayan picked her up after leaving my arm. "My Jack told me this shop's tailor is the best in the city. I came to see if he was right. Please show me what dress you might have in my size," Mayan said to the woman, and she ran over to show off the dragon kin section she was working on. I saw dresses of all kinds, from fancy to the regular ones for innkeepers and workers. Mayan spotted a black and gold one. She felt the fabric. These clothes never itch and feel light. I told her, showing her my shirt I was wearing. She took the dress and saw that it would fit her. "I'm going to try this one," she said, going into the changing room. When she came back out, she took my breath away. The color contrast between white scales with the black dress made her stand out more than ever. She took a look in the mirror, then saw me staring right at her. "I love this dress. It's as you told me, Jack. It's comfortable, and it looks like any fancy dress my mother has ever given me." She looked at the tailor and asked to place a couple of orders. She wanted more dresses like this and ones she can wear for formal occasions. The tailor bowed and had Mayan fill out what she wanted on paper. Then I paid for the dress and we went home. Lucy was eating breakfast but stopped when she saw us come through the door. "Mayan," she yelled, running past me to hug the princess. "Have you been a good girl, Lucy?" Mayan asked her, and Lucy smiled, showing her what she learned the other day. Lucy was learning magic from Joan. Nothing dangerous, but she learned to magic light balls. Mayan patted her head and told her, "If you keep learning, you'll be a fantastic mage." I smiled, agreeing with Mayan, but Lucy shook her head. "I want to be a warrior like Big Sister Joan and Big Brother Keith." Mayan smiled and looked at me. "You have to get a lot stronger, but with training and time, you'll be as strong as them. But you have to finish your schooling and listen." I told her, and she nodded. "Yes, Papa, I'm working hard like you," she said to me, and I patted her head. "You can do whatever you want in life. I'm a proud papa to have a wonderful daughter." Lucy hugged me and ran off as the rest of the party came to say hello to me. Joan and everyone smiled. "Mr. Hunt, it has officially been 3 years since we've come to this place," Joan told me, and I smiled at her. "It's been that long. Look at what we all made of it," I said, and she nodded. "We have all become strong, and you found what you were striving for. Let's keep pushing and get even stronger, sir," Joan said, and everyone got all pumped up with excitement. I looked at Mayan. "You want to spend the night, my dear? We are going to celebrate this milestone," I asked her, and she bowed. "I'd love to join you for the celebration, if that's okay with everyone else," she said. Joan grabbed the princess and hugged her. "You are more than welcome. Jack loves having you around, and so do we." Princess Mayan blushed under her scaly face. Okay, I'll stay. What should we do first? She asked, and Keith smiled. It's time for Jack to cook, and we'll listen to some music. I offered my hand to Mayan and asked her to help me in the kitchen while everyone set up the party. Mayan and I cooked together, enjoying every moment after we all settled down, after we danced the night away. Mayan and I had a moment to ourselves. Just us and the moon rising over the balcony we snuck off to. I had something in my pocket, something that I had Mary, Daryl's wife, make for me. In Dragon King culture, they don't give rings to those they want to marry. They give special bands for the arms and neck, embodied with gems and metals like a big engagement ring. I had Mary make them for Mayan for this moment. I pulled out the long box and opened it for Mayan. She stopped drinking her wine and stared at the box. The light coming from the house made the rings shine, like they were glowing on their own. Mayan, I love you with all my heart. I love how compassionate you are. I love that you take care of us when we need help. I love the connection you have with Lucy. I want you to be part of me, and I want to be a part of you. Will you marry me, Mayan? I asked, and she had tears in her eyes. She dropped the glass. She then hugged me tightly. She pulled away to kiss me and said, Yes, my dear, I will marry you. I thought this day would never come, but Mother said you were going to sooner than later. She kissed me again, and I almost dropped the case. She grabbed them after letting go and put them all on. She looked them over and loved the way they fit. Mary made these, didn't she? Mayan asked, and I nodded. Yeah, she spent days working on the bands themselves. I told her as we went into the building. We went to my room and had our first of many intimate nights together. Days went by, and she finally returned home. She had us tell her mother about the engagement. Queen Leah saw Mayan's bands, and then looked at mine on my wrists. She stood up from her throne and walked up to us. Without saying anything, she wrapped us up in a huge hug. Finally, I thought I was going to have to make you marry her. Glad I don't have to order you to Sir Jack, she said, joking with us as she sat back in her throne. I looked at Mayan. She smiled at me. Jack, I hope that you'll be happy with having me. I flicked her forehead. I already am happy with you. Don't worry about that. I just hope I can be the man you need. We both laughed. Then we went off and had dinner with the Queen. Then a messenger came into the dining hall. Queen Leah took the letter and read it. It says that we must hand over Kolba or we go to war with the humans. She told us, and we all froze. End of Book 1.